Now next topic is Ampere's circuital law, and mathematically if you have to write, we can write B dot dl, and this circle shows closed integral. So closed line, dl is for line, so closed line integral of magnetic field is equal to mu naught times the current threading the loop. Okay, so it's not about a single wire. You will consider a loop, Amperian loop. जैसे Gaussian surface assume करते थे, वैसे आप Amperian loop लोगे. It can be circle, it can be rectangle, any kind of a loop, and the amount of current passing from inside this loop is this current threading the loop. So this current, if suppose 3-4 wires are coming out of this loop, and in some current is flowing upward, in some current is going inside, then you have to take algebraic sum to find the total current and substitute here. Okay, and the statement will be closed line integral of magnetic field is mu naught times the current threading the loop. Okay, threading the closed path or the loop. And if you have to prove it, so for proof we'll take simplest proof for a straight wire. Suppose this is a straight wire which carries current I. Okay, so first step, like in Gauss theorem, first step was to assume a Gaussian surface. Here my first step will be to assume a Amperian loop. So I'll consider a circular Amperian loop with the wire as the axis of this loop. Okay, and the center of the loop will be on the wire. Let the radius of the loop be r. Okay, so current is passing at the center, not, and this is just a loop, imaginary loop of radius r. So dl will be small element. This is not current element, this is just length element. IDL is current element, this is dl, just length element on this loop. Okay, Amperian loop. So this is dl, the direction of the magnetic field. So dl will be tangential to this because it's a curve, so it will be tangential. And you know that due to straight wire, the direction of magnetic field, I will use right hand curl rule. So according to this, if the direction of this current is shown by the thumb, okay, then this curl of my finger will show the direction of current. So this side my curl is pointing inward, this side it is pointing outward. So here magnetic field is inside, okay, inside the loop, inside. So in what I'm saying is it's a 2-dimensional, but if you imagine in 3-dimension, then it is inside this magnetic field inside the plane of the paper, and this dl is also inside the plane of the paper. So they both are in the same direction. Okay, so B dl. So when you use this Ampere's circuital law for this condition, B dot dl, so it will become B dl cos 0 because they both are in same direction. Okay, this part I will not write, this part I have to prove. Okay, now due to symmetry, if you see all the points on this Amperian loop are at same distance from this wire, so the magnetic field will be constant. I can take that magnetic field outside, the magnitude, this is constant. Okay, due to symmetry. So I am left with dl, cos 0 is 1. Okay, so this becomes B, dl will be integral dl for this complete loop, which is 2 pi r. Okay, now what is magnetic field due to an infinitely long straight wire? It is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi r. Okay, this is value of B, and this 2 pi r is here. So 2 pi r cancel, I'll get mu naught I. So we just proved that closed integral V dot dl is equal to mu naught I. This is proof for Ampere's circuital law. Okay, now children, proof to ho gaya. Now what about application? So when you have to apply, so we can apply it in a solenoid or a toroid. What is a solenoid? Solenoid is a copper wire or any conducting wire which is in the form of a loop, continuous loop, which is and the gap between these two winding is very small. Okay, on a wooden cylinder, on a insulating cylinder, if you wrap these wires, this kind of a helical thing will be obtained with a very small gap between these loops. Then this is a solenoid, and if the solenoid is the end of the solenoid is joined, so you will get this kind of a figure. See, so that is called toroid, this kind of a figure. Then this is endless solenoid, this is a toroid. Okay, current passes and comes, and this is a solenoid. Fine. So for solenoid, how to find the direction magnetic field? For that we use Ampere's circuital law. Okay, now solenoid is actually, if you want to define, it consists of an insulated long wire closely wound in the form of a helix, where this length of the solenoid is much greater than the area. Okay, so here suppose this is your solenoid, this is current going, coming. Consider Amperian loop. First step, consider rectangular Ampérian loop. Okay, this is the Ampérian loop. Half of it is inside the solenoid, half of it is outside the solenoid. So this point is, let us name it as P Q R S. Okay, P Q R S. So you see now, if you actually see it's a 2D again. It's a 2D. If I roll this paper, I suppose I take this paper, it will be like this, cylindrical. Okay, so my solenoid actually will be like this, and half of my this PQRS, half of the rectangle is inside this hole, and half will be outside this roll. Okay, so what will happen now? You know that for solenoid, okay, solenoid, okay, leave it. Solenoid से पहले we have done that proof for magnetic field on the axis of the circular coil. On the axis it is straight wire, right? Now there are so many loops, all circular loop, and this is the axis. So for this, if we see what will be the direction of magnetic field, it is all inside in the axis. Inside it is uniform magnetic field. At the end it is less. It becomes half, but inside it is uniform magnetic field. You can draw equi-spaced parallel lines. So this is the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, right. So this part of the rectangle is in the direction inside magnetic field region. This part is outside the solenoid. Just outside the solenoid, magnetic field is 0. Okay, just outside the solenoid, magnetic field is 0. Why it is 0? See, you have this coil. ये direction है magnetic field की, ठीक है, ऐसे. But when two coils are close together, there will be overlapping. Okay, so to avoid what happens when two loops are closer, this is here, and it becomes like this. Okay, and when more loops are close, so many loops are close, you see, it is like this. So what happens? Your magnetic field region will become, these lines will become more away. These lines will move away. So just near this region there is no magnetic field. That is why I am saying just outside this solenoid, magnetic field is 0. So in this region there is no magnetic field. In this region there is magnetic field. Okay. So when you use Ampere circuitry law, B dot dl is equal to mu naught I. What you will write? I total. I will be the total current. If suppose there are 10 loops, so the current in the 10 loop will be written here. Now I know I is the current in one loop. Let the length of this be L. Okay, and number, small n is number of turns per unit length, total length. Total length is capital L. Okay, n by L is small n. So now this is small n. So how many? So the total number of loop here in this region, this length will be small n into this L, right? N into L. This is number of loops in this, into each loop has current I. So this is the current. On applying Ampere circuitry law, I get this expression here. Okay. Now B dot dl. B is uniform. dl is this. So for this region, for PQ, okay, I can open this. I'll get B dl for P to Q plus B dl. Okay. B dl for Q to R. Then plus B dot dl for R to S plus B dot dl for S to P. Okay, is equal to mu naught NLI. Now this region, you see this here, magnetic field is in this direction, PQ is also in this direction, so the angle BDL cos 0, it will become BDL cos 0, which is 1. Okay, along PQ plus RQ if you see. So here this is DL, okay, and this is magnetic field. They're perpendicular, so the cos 90 will become 0. And what about this? In this region there is no magnetic field, so this for entire this region it is 0. So this will be 0. Then here just outside the solenoid, magnetic field is 0. So this is also 0. And what about this? Here again this part no magnetic field, this part B and DL are perpendicular. This is DL, this is B. They are perpendicular, so this will also be 0. So everything is 0, so it is just mu naught NLI. Okay, so that is for PQ. Now B is uniform. From here to your magnitude of B is same, so I can take this B outside. It becomes DL is equal to mu naught NLI. Now integral DL will be length from here to here, which is L. So it will become B. L is equal to mu naught N L I. L and L cancel. B is equal to mu naught N I. This is the expression for magnetic field. Now if you have some other magnetic material inside it, okay, then mu naught will be replaced by mu R, mu naught N I, where this is relative permeability of the medium. Okay, so that is it for solenoid. Okay, children. Now, okay, this is the magnetic field and it is uniform as I told you, but as you go to the end of the solenoid, these magnetic field, they move away from each other. Okay, their strength decreases. So at the end, magnetic field becomes half of the magnetic field inside. So at the end, magnetic field will be mu naught Ni by 2. Okay, now I told you there is another term called toroid. Endless solenoid is toroid. So for toroid, how will you find out? So for toroid, you need to first draw how to make toroid. So you draw a circle first, and then on the circle you just make this kind of a helix. Now here what happens with, okay, now what happens, now you have a circle, fine, but this there can be many circles which can be drawn, and each one of different radius, small inner circle, outer circle, they both will be of different radius. So I took an average, and at the center, and an average I took a radius R, and I have taken the radius, okay, R. R is the average of inner radius and outer radius. Okay, so with this O as center and radius, average radius, I have taken, I've considered Amperian loop, and now I will use Ampere's circuitry law. B dot dl is equal to mu naught I total. Now how many I? All the turns are inside it, so I have to consider all the turns. Now small n is number of turns per unit length, n by l. ठीक है, but l क्या है यहाँ पे? l ये है, ये मतलब circumference 2 pi r. So n by 2 pi r. Okay, so what will be n? This total number of turns will be, n will be equal to small n into 2 pi r. Okay, so this I have to substitute here. Small n into 2 pi r. Okay, n into 2 pi r is capital N into the current I. Okay, now see, because magnetic field, now see here it was straight, but when you join the two ends, it will become like a circle. So magnetic field will be circular, like circle, concentric to this considered circle. So B dot dl में both B dl is any element on this circle, and so tangential, and B also circle, so both are in same direction. So this will become B dl cos 0 integral is equal to mu naught n 2 pi r I. ठीक है, ये तो 1 हो गया. B, due to symmetry, each point on this is at same distance from the center, so by magnitude this is constant, can be taken outside. dl is equal to mu naught n 2 pi r I. Now integral dl for this circle is 2 pi r, so 2 pi r is equal to mu naught n 2 pi r I. This 2 pi r and 2 pi r cancel, we get B is equal to mu naught n I. So this is the magnetic field, strength of the magnetic field inside the toroid. Okay, so inside here to here mu naught Ni, but in this place magnetic field is 0, and this place outside it is also 0. In solenoid, magnetic field inside it is mu naught Ni, but outside it is 0. Okay, and if you have to draw magnetic field pattern of a solenoid's magnetic field pattern is similar to that of a bar magnet. Okay, so it's like a bar magnet. So one side will act as a north pole, another side will act as a south pole. So inside it will be straight, almost parallel, and then like a, it's like a bar magnet. Okay, one side the current will be clockwise, another side will be anti-clockwise. Suppose if this is clockwise side current, okay, so this will act as a south pole, and if so here it will be anti-clockwise, so this side will act as a north pole. So north, say magnetic field comes out of north pole and enters in the south pole. So this is how, so inside it is, this is the direction. Okay, this is the direction of the magnetic field. Okay.